Good morning. Hi, everyone. It's Wednesday, April 29th, 2020. Welcome to another day of online learning. I'm happy to see all of you. Well, actually, you're seeing me. I'm not seeing you, but I will see you later during our Zoom meetings. It's the last 2 days of Autism Awareness Month. I don't have my shirt on today, but I have a Team Abby shirt on, so showing a little school spirit from me today. I miss all of you, so I thought I would feel like we're together in spirit by wearing an Abby shirt. All right, so our Sunday Funday activity was a gratitude list, and I've gotten a bunch sent to me, so thank you. Yesterday, I received one from Adrielle, and it was so pretty how she did it. She did it in like 2 different collages and really great pictures, very powerful pictures of her mom dressed, you know, in all her protective gear because she's a nurse and she's working. So really wonderful. I loved it. So thank you for sharing, Adrielle. If you haven't done your list, you only have 2 more days because on Friday, we're going to be sharing our list during our whole class Zoom meeting. You're going to choose a couple of things on your list to share with the class, or your whole list if, you know, like as long as it's not 20 things on it because it would be too long. But you'll get to share with the class on Friday. So today or tomorrow, please get your gratitude list done. All right, we have a bunch of shout outs today. I already said about Adrielle and the gratitude list. I loved it. Owen made me a video. I didn't post it because I think it was just to me, I think. So Owen, if that's not the case, you can tell me, of the books he was reading. And it was like a letter, but in a video form. So it was really nice for me to be able to see him and have him talk to me. So if you're reading other than on Get Epic or Raz Kids, tell me that, and then I'll give you a shout out. So that was a shout out I got for today, was Owen, and he had a pile of books next to him. I know some of you are having trouble accessing books. You might have read all the books that you have in your house and we can't go to the library, or, you know, we're not in school to get books. So use the online resources. There's a lot of books you can find online. You don't have to stick with Get Epic or Raz Kids. If you find another website with your parents' help that you love, let me know. And if you are reading a lot, let me know so I can give you a shout out. All right, our Social Studies average quiz yesterday was a 92. Fantastic. Awesome. And I have a lot of shout outs for IXL. So for a bunch of kids did more than 1 hour yesterday. Now, yesterday you had math, you had language arts, and you had science on IXL. So it should have really taken you about an hour to do that. If you were on there, and some of you might have been on there for quite a bit less, you're probably just doing the bare minimum. And remember, that's not what we strive for. We strive to do above and beyond. That's always the goal, is above and beyond. So if you're just doing the bare minimum, you need to step it up a little bit. So these kids did more than 1 hour yesterday. Youssef, Ion, Avery, Maria, Lucas, Lorenzo, and Amelia. And now remember, these numbers are by 5 o'clock yesterday. Actually, it was like 7 o'clock. So if you went on it later than that, you wouldn't be included in this. So great job to those kids for more than an hour. Here are more than 2 hours. So Owen, Luca, Morgan, Charlie, Christian, Adrielle, and Ali did more than 2 hours. Fantastic. And the huge shout out goes to Ariana, more than 4 hours yesterday. And she really spent a long time doing the lessons that were assigned for yesterday. And then she did some review things too. So that was really great. If you spend that much time doing each day's lessons, it's like a full school day. And she also did have a question for me about the math, so she sent it to me and on the message through Edmodo. So Ariana, well done. Good job. Alrighty, so those are all our shout outs for today. I wanted to remind you we have Zoom meetings coming up, which I'm excited about. So it's Wednesday. We have our first set of small group meetings today. So group 1, 11 o'clock. The following kids are in group 1. We have Alice, Amelia, Christian, Charlie, Ashley P, Avery, Ion, Adrielle, group 1. I'm going to ask at the end what group you're in, so make sure you remember. That's 11 o'clock today, 11 o'clock tomorrow for our small group meeting. All right, group 2, This is 11:30 today. Ali, Owen, Morgan, Lucas Neto, Alex, Ashley L, Megan, and Jonathan. So that's group 2, 11:30 today, 11:30 tomorrow. Group 3, Yusef, Maria, Lorenzo, Luca, Chris, Matthew, Brianna, and Ariana. That's group 3. And that's 12 o'clock today and 12 o'clock tomorrow. So each group is going to meet with me for half an hour, probably a couple minutes less than a half an hour, so we can get you guys out and the next group in. So here we go. Are you ready? If we were in school, this is what we would do. So raise your hand if you're in group 1. Raise your hands. All right, hands down. Raise your hand if you're in group 2. All right, great. And hands down. And raise your hand if you're in group 3. All righty. So, hands down. If you don't know what group you are, stop this video right now, rewind it, and play it again, because I mentioned everyone. I sent all of the links out for the meetings on the grade 4 page on Edmodo, and I pinned it, which means it's going to stay at the top. And I think I'm going to leave it there for a while because I had a meeting on Zoom today on how to use Zoom. And I knew a bunch of the stuff, but I did learn some new things. And one of the things I learned was instead of setting up a specific meeting every single time, I can just do a recurring meeting, which means when that goes on and on, I can just have the meeting whenever. So I have 4 recurring meetings. I have a group 1 meeting, a group 2 meeting, a group 3 meeting, and then a whole class meeting. So our whole class meeting is on Friday, 11 o'clock on Friday. I'm going to try to keep these times, but I don't know, if the district or Dr. Mara needs me to change my schedule. But those are hopefully going to be the times. So today, 11 o'clock group 1, 11:30 group 2, 12 o'clock group 3. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock group 1, 11:30 group 2, 12 o'clock group 3, and on Friday the whole class is going to meet at 11 o'clock. All right, and that's when we're going to share our gratitude list. For today, you need to make sure you bring that Daily Common Core paper that you had to do yesterday for math. So make sure it's done. Some of you, some people were emailing it to me or sending me pictures. I don't want you to do that. If I did, I would have said that in the directions. So when we're going to meet in a small group, that's when we go over it. I'll see it then. So don't, because it just clogs up all the memory and all that. So don't mail me things unless I specifically ask for them. So today is the Daily Common Core Review, 12-4. So make sure you have that. And if you don't have any ink, don't worry. Remember I said that wasn't a problem. Just make sure you did the work on some kind of piece of paper. So when we get together in our groups, we are ready. I did want to go over some ground rules. Oh wait, before I do that, so today is the Daily Common Core. Tomorrow is going to be the graphic organizer that you're doing today in ELA. You're going to do a graphic organizer on sequencing, on Antarctic Journal, and then we're going to go over it in our groups tomorrow. So same thing, you can either print it out, or if you don't have a printer, that's fine. Just take a piece of paper and write it all out on the paper. And then tomorrow we'll share, and we'll go over it. And it'll be like a little mini lesson, and then we'll go over it. A mini lesson on sequencing, and then we'll go over it. All right, ground rules for Zoom. I thought our Zoom meetings went great the other day, but I do think we have some room for improvement. It was just so nice to see everyone, so I was just so excited to see everyone. But we do need grounds. Now, if you look at this video that I'm making right now, you see my whole head. You see from here up, you see I am mostly the picture. Yes, you see some background here, that's fine, but my head is almost to the top and I'm taking up the screen. I don't want to see the top of your face. I spend time every day. I know it looks like this is my setting, but it's like a stand my camera's on, so I put it on up every day and then I put it back every night. So you have to spend a couple of minutes setting up your shot. Don't sit in front of a window because then we can't see your face so great. So make sure when you find your background, wherever it may be, it's not a window or a light behind you. Because if the light's behind you, it kind of like shadows your face and we can't see you very well. So we need to see your whole face. You need to turn it this way, not that way, this way. Okay, so turn it this way. See your whole face. I don't want to see just like the top of you, like this. I don't want to see that. I want to see your whole face. The other thing is, because we're only meeting for a short time, and you're home all day, we need to be like respectful of what we're doing. So please don't be eating, don't be drinking. I noticed people the other day had water bottles, and what happens is when you start drinking out of your water bottle, it's very distracting to everyone else in the group. So we have to, it's different in school because not everyone's looking at you all the time, but on Zoom, everyone is seeing everyone at the same time. So try to be respectful. So no drinking, no eating. It's only a few minutes. I think you'll be all right. And, oh, if you're sitting in like an office chair, now I purposely don't sit in an office chair when I do this because I know I'd have a tendency to go like this. So wherever you're sitting, you need to stay put. Stay put. And we want a good presentation. So when I look at the screen, I want to see all my little kitties and everyone full face screen, good, you know, no light in the background so we can see you. What was the other thing? I have full face, no window behind, no spinning, no eating and drinking. Video on, microphone off, on mute. And I think the other day, I thought everyone did a really good job of muting themselves on and off. So when you wanted to speak. Tomorrow, I learned something new today about how to actually raise your hand. Remember, I was having everyone actually raise their hand. Well, there is a feature on Zoom, how to click raise your hand. I'm going to show you how to do that. And I thought you did a great job, though, with the muting. So we're going to continue with that. And the other thing is be prepared. So when you like whatever your time is, when you come, make sure you only need one thing tomorrow. Well, actually two. You need your Daily Common Core and you need a pencil. Those are the two things that you're going to need. And you will need some place to lean because if you have to fix your work. So if you're working at a table or something, make sure you have a place to lean on. So you need your paper, your pencil, a place to lean, and then set up your shot. Now, I noticed that even today when I was with the other teachers, I thought that just a few guidelines that I just gave you, everyone could really use. So really make sure, we want to see you. This is our opportunity. We're not together in the traditional sense that we can see each other and talk to each other in real life, like together. So this is our opportunity. So I really want you to do a good job. And you notice you can get a little fancy. Like I have beautiful flowers I put behind me. In fact, today I had like a different background. I had the one that I did when we first started with like all the frames on the other side of the room. And I moved the flowers over there because they just look so pretty. So, you know, set up your background. It drives me crazy because my kids are like in their beds sometimes when they're doing their Zoom. I'm like, oh my God, that's not what you should be doing. So try to put your best foot forward for your Zoom. Alrighty. And I think that's all the guidelines. So let's go over the 5 things that you have to do today. Grade 4 page is going to have all the Zoom links. So you could just click on your group at the correct time. If you go early, it will just put you in the waiting room. And I'll start the meeting at exactly the right times. So at 11, I'll start it. If you get there 2 or 3 minutes in advance, no problem. You can just stay in the waiting room. And it will have like a screen that says, please wait for the host to start the meeting. All right, so grade 4, that's on grade 4. Also on grade 4 page today is the next chapter for rules. I hope you're enjoying it. ELA, you're going to listen to Antarctic Journal again. I know you listened to it yesterday, but I want you to listen to it today. It's a lot of like technical terms in there. So it really needs like 2 or 3 listens. And that's what we would be doing in school. We'd be reading it several times. So I want you to listen to it again today. And you're going to be doing a graphic organizer on sequencing. So when you do the graphic organizer, like I said, you can print it or just take a piece of paper and write on it like that. You're going to need this graphic organizer for tomorrow's Zoom meeting. And it's very important to be prepared for our Zoom meetings. It's like homework, I guess. All right, in math, we're going to do the second day of 12-4, which was adding fractions with denominators of 10 or 100. So I'll have a video. I'm going to go make that video next. So I'll have a video for you of me. I probably will put up yesterday's video to make the video I make today, and then I'll put a Khan Academy video up. Because we're not in school together, I feel like if you watch the videos, it's, you know, I think it's better than not watching the videos. All right, science, you're going to be talking about seed plants, and you're going to watch a video and then go on IXL. And social studies, it's coming to the end of the chapter. So this section is called Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. And I actually have a really, if we were in school, I have this book at school, I would have typically have read it to you. It's called Coming to America, and it's a picture book about immigration. So you're going to listen to that book, you're going to read the little section in the New York State Storybook, and then you're going to take the quiz. So those are our 5 things. I am super excited to see everyone today in our small group meetings. Please come prepared, please be on time, and please set up those guidelines so we are all putting our best foot forward for our meeting, and I don't have to spend all the time telling them. Remember, this way, hold your picture this way. That way we can see, like, it's, otherwise you get those black on either side, and it kind of distorts the picture a little bit when it's just like you skinny like that. I think that's it. So one more time, raise your hand if you're in group 1. So right now, Alice, Amelia, Christian, Charlie, Ashley P, Avery, Ion, Adrielle should have their hand up, group 1. All right, hands down. Raise your hand if you're in group 2. All right, so right now, Ollie, Owen, Morgan, Lucas Neto, Alex, Ashley L, Megan, Jonathan should have their hand up. And hands down. Raise your hand if you're in group 3. So right now, hands should be up by Yusuf, Maria, Lorenzo, Luca, Chris, Matthew, Brianna, and Ariana. All right, group 3, you can put your hands down. All right, so I can't wait to see everyone later. Yay! All right, have a great couple of hours before I meet with you. I am going to include in the remind text to make sure you watch this video before we have our group meetings. All righty? All right, guys, see you later. Bye.